Welcome to Dr. Jenny Score, where we turn health mysteries into animated adventures. I'm Dr. Jenny, your guide through the wild world of medicine. Today, we're diving into the story of Brenda, a taco-loving designer who's up against a sneaky foe, tuberculosis. Buckle up for a 5-minute ride through history, science, and a whole lot of heart. Meet Brenda, our star of the day, a 28-year-old graphic designer with a knack for spicy tacos and spontaneous dance parties. But lately, Brenda's been coughing up a storm, feeling like her energy's been zapped by a rogue alien ray. Cough, cough. What's going on? Well, folks, let's rewind history to unravel this mystery. Tuberculosis, TB for short, has been sneaking around since the days of Egyptian mummies, 3000 BCE. Back then, they called it phthisis, Greek for wasting away. By the 1800s, it was the notorious consumption, stealing breaths and breaking hearts. In 1882, Dr. Robert Koch dropped the mic by discovering Mycobacterium tuberculosis, the tiny tyrant behind it all. Brenda, my dear, you've got a historic villain in your lungs. Now, how did Brenda catch this ancient troublemaker? TB spreads through the air. Think tiny bacterial bandits hitching a ride on coughs or sneezes. Brenda might have been on a packed bus or at a karaoke night when she inhaled these sneaky microbes. Once inside her lungs, her immune system's knights, macrophages, tried to lock them in a granuloma, a sort of biological jail. For most folks, this keeps TB dormant, like a villain in hibernation. But Brenda's been burning the candle at both ends: stress, late nights, and maybe not enough tacos. Her defenses slipped, and those bacteria broke free, turning latent TB into an active lung party nobody RSVP'd for. Brenda started feeling like a deflated balloon, a cough that wouldn't quit, over 3 weeks. Night sweats that left her sheets soggy, unexplained weight loss, not the fun kind, and a fever that made her feel like she was slow cooking. Sound familiar? These are classic TB signs. Brenda's risk factors didn't help. She lives in a bustling city with iffy ventilation, and her diabetes makes her immune system a bit of a slacker. Add in some second-hand smoke from her neighbor's endless cigar habit, and TB saw an open door. So, Brenda dragged herself to my office, looking like she'd rather be anywhere else. Don't worry, Brenda, Dr. Sam's on the case. Time to play medical detective. First, I listened to Brenda's lungs. Sounded like a creaky old house. We did a chest X-ray, and boom, there were cavitary lesions, like tiny moon craters in her lungs. Next, we collected sputum, yep, the gross stuff she was coughing up, and sent it for a smear test to spot those acid-fast bacilli. To seal the deal, we used the gene expert MTB-RIF, a fancy machine that confirmed TB and checked if it's a drug-resistant rebel. Spoiler, Brenda's TB is the standard kind, not the multi-drug resistant supervillain. Phew. Oh, and those old-school TB skin tests. They're great for finding latent TB, but Brenda's case was loud and proud, active pulmonary TB. Hold up, Brenda was hearing some wild TB myths from her cousin's WhatsApp group. Myth 1. TB is a death sentence. BZZZT. Wrong. With treatment, most cases are curable. Myth 2. TB only hits the lungs. Zap. Nope. It can crash any organ, bones, brain, you name it. Myth 3. Only poor people get TB. Pow. Anyone can catch it, though poverty and crowded spaces up the odds. And no, Brenda, the BCG vaccine you got as a kid didn't fully protect you. It's more of a sidekick for kids, not a superhero for adults. Let's get you fixed up with facts and meds. Here are some facts about tuberculosis. TB is curable with medication. By adhering to the right medication, you don't have to worry. TB spreads through air droplets, not touch. TB can affect anyone, including children. Brenda's treatment plan is like a superhero team-up. 4 drugs for 2 months. Isoniazid, rifampicin, pyrazinamide, and ethambutol, blasting those bacteria into oblivion. Then, 2 drugs for 4 more months to mop up the stragglers. 6 months total, with nurses checking in via directly observed treatment. Think of it as a body system to make sure she doesn't skip a dose. We also gave her vitamin B6 to dodge isoniazid's nerve-tingling side effects. Brenda's diabetes needed some tweaking too, and we kept an eye on her liver, since these meds can be tough on it. By month 4, Brenda was back to designing logos and dreaming of tacos. To keep TB from crashing other parties, Brenda's now a pro at prevention, good ventilation, masking up in crowds, and eating her greens to boost her immune system. We screened her family for latent TB, caught a few sleepy bacteria before they woke up. Globally, TB's still a big player, with 10.6 million cases a year, especially in places like India and Nigeria. But with vaccines like BCG for kids, new drugs like bedaquiline, and global efforts like WHO's End TB strategy, we're fighting back. Brenda's back to dancing, and her story's proof. TB's tough, but we're tougher. Stay healthy, folks, and that's Brenda's TB triumph. From coughing chaos to dancing queen, she's proof we can outsmart this ancient villain. Thanks for joining Dr. Jenny School. Subscribe, share, and keep exploring the wild world of health with us. Stay curious, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next episode.